Welcome to The Interest. I'm Ryan Kingsley. Today, we're joined by LaDonna Lockard in her new segment, Maximum Conversations in Minimal Time. After that, our own Vincent Valvo leads us in a poetic moment. Then, stay tuned for Mortgage Meteorology with Sarah Wolak. But first, we talk to lenders who specialize in physician loans, a niche product that's growing in popularity in Florida, where the number of healthcare professionals is also growing. Mortgage pros say it's a great option for this unique group of borrowers. Here's the story. David Krebs, a licensed mortgage broker and president of DAC Mortgage in Miami, says medical students and doctors can qualify for 100% financing with little to no down payment.
I've helped a lot of medical professionals in my career, and I know whenever I tell a medical doctor, hey, this is available, they're like, what did you say? Because they just didn't know.
Vice President and Senior MLO at First Horizon Bank in Miami-Dade County, Carlos Carvajal, has a network of medical recruiters he works with to collect client referrals.
And we kind of use this MD loan as a recruitment tool, right? Because it allows an MD from Oklahoma or from Texas to relocate to this area, have the ability to purchase a primary residence with 100% financing. The stress of the down payment and the reserve requirement and whatnot, that's kind of alleviated.
Carvajal looks forward to match day at the end of each March, when medical students who have applied for residencies receive their placements.
Here in Southeast Florida, the typical physician loan tends to be about $1,900,000 to $1 million typically. There are no reserve requirements, which is huge.
To learn more about physician loans, visit nationalmortgageprofessional.com. For The Interest, I'm Ryan Kingsley.
We all dream of owning a home, but for too long, if you didn't fit the mold, you were stuck. Stuck because the system worked for everyone except you. We've changed that. Angel AI uses advanced AI technology to give a 100% trusted solution and fast answers for worry-free financing, allowing you to achieve fair and equal access to lending. Angel AI, AI you can bank on.
For The Interest, I'm LaDonna Lockard. In what is such a fun and special Max Combos, I'm here with Brandon Christiansen. He is the Director of Education for Maximum Acceleration. As I'm sure many of you are aware of, I'm the CEO of Maximum Acceleration. So Brandon, it's so cool to have us here in the space together. I don't get to do this with a lot of people, so to actually have you here is fantastic.
Live in studio. Yeah. I'm excited to be here.
How great is that? So to get started, how did you get your start in the mortgage industry?
Well, I was in retail banking, believe it or not. I've always been a finance nerd, economics kind of guy. Was in the banking world, and I was working with a financial advisor who said, you should really think about getting your license to be a mortgage professional. I had no idea what that meant. I had dabbled in mortgage a little bit and lending in general, but I was really passionate about the customer service side of things. And my conversations with this financial advisor led me to understand that that was one of the main components of being a successful mortgage professional, was being able to deliver an exceptional experience to your clients and to basically build my business how I wanted to build it versus working for a bank.
I know that was such a huge thing for you, that customer experience.
Oh, huge, yeah.
Now that you're on this side of things, the education side of things, why did you decide to make that switch? You were wildly successful as an MLO.
Well, I came to find originating loans that my number one passion, what really got me excited to go to work every day and to help people purchase and refinance their real estate, was the education piece of it. Was helping the client and the partner, whether it was a real estate agent or a financial advisor or a CPA, understand the mortgage process, but not only understand how loans work, but how you can make loans work for you. And so that's what naturally led me into the education space. Is I get really excited about helping people understand how to use a tool or leverage a product or a solution to create lasting impacts for them in their life.
Which leads me into my next question, because now that you are on this side of things, I have the pleasure of getting to read all of your reviews that are rolling in from these classes that we're doing. You're doing something totally different. You have a different approach to the way that you teach education. Explain to people what makes your classes so different.
Well, those are kind words, LaDonna. I appreciate it. I think we're at a time in the mortgage industry right now where post-pandemic, during the pandemic, lending was different. And what I mean when I say that is loans were falling out of trees. And you really didn't necessarily need to know or be an expert in how to originate a mortgage to be successful. In 2022, 2023, and now in 2024, I think most mortgage professionals would agree that everybody needs to level up their game to be able to continue to consistently produce the same level of results that they've produced previously. And so that's been my mission and objective, is to take the continuing education experience, your CE, your pre-licensing education, and to make it an experience that you'll never forget. And what I mean by that is you're coming to class, yes, to fulfill your requirements so you can renew your license. But my goal is I want everybody that comes to our class at Maximum Acceleration to be able to walk out thinking to themselves, man, I learned a ton of new information that I can now directly leverage and implement into my business to make me a better loan officer and to make my clients, help my clients understand and have a better experience going through the mortgage process.
Fantastic. Before this turns too much into a commercial, I'll go ahead and just say thank you. Thank you for being here today and every day for the interest. I'm LaDonna Lockard.
In the realm where dreams are sold and bought, where hope is measured, counted, sought, there lies a tale fraught with woe of mortgage originators, their sorrowed echo. With pens poised and papers signed, they weave the fabric of dreams entwined. But amidst the promises, a specter looms, alone, once promising, now doomed. In the hallowed halls of finance's dance, they toil, they strive, they take a chance. But fate, capricious, casts its cruel decree, and a loan once golden slips to the sea. The hours poured, the effort vast, all crumbles now like shattered glass. For in the heart of every originator's plight lies the agony of a loan's last light. A family's hopes, a future's gleam fade into the abyss, a silent scream. And in the eyes of those who dare to believe lies the anguish of a dream deceived. So raise a glass to those who dare to navigate the currents of despair, for in the depths of their sorrowed song lies the resilience to carry on. Though loans may fall and dreams may die, the spirit of the originator will never lie. For in the ashes of a loan's demise, they find the strength to still arise.
Welcome back to this week's Mortgage Meteorology. We'll touch on all things to do with the overall climate of the housing market, not just in our neighborhood, but yours too. Let's kick things off with our first report, foreclosure activity. According to Adam, we're seeing signs of a cool down in the foreclosure forecast, with just above 31,000 U.S. properties with foreclosure filings. This cold front brings good news, as filings are down 4% from last month and down 4% year over year. But not everyone is experiencing this cooling trend. Nationwide, 1 in every 4,453 housing units had a foreclosure filing in April 2024. But the top 3 states that experienced a heat wave of foreclosure filings were Maryland, Illinois, and Nevada. Others fell victim to the repossession storm. Lenders repossessed about 2,900 U.S. properties through completed foreclosures, or REOs, in April 2024. The top 3 states that saw a landslide of REOs in April 2024 included Illinois with 244 REOs, Pennsylvania with 241, and California with 233. Let's shift gears and look at 2 states that are sweltering with activity. Zillow's latest market heat index shows that Texas and Florida metros dominate as the best places for buyers. Metros that Zillow says are sizzling with opportunities for buyers are Miami, Florida, San Antonio, Texas, Tampa, Florida, Orlando, Florida, and Austin, Texas. As we move into the summer months, buyers are likely to face hot competition in many areas, so it's a good time to be prepared and stay ahead of the weather patterns in the housing market. I'll meet you back here next week with your updated housing market barometer.
For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to nationalmortgageprofessional.com.